What's going on, FMFAM? It's your boy. Hey, check it out. We are about to slap some brake pads on, okay? So if that's something y'all want or care to see, stick around, because it might be some learnable stuff. Okay, so as I stated before, we are going to be installing some brake pads. Okay, I already got them lubed up. Already got the stop squill on there. Y'all see it looks kind of matte, right? It's not shiny. You can't really tell the material. Yes, I did put some stop squill on this already. Okay, so my pads are fully prepped. That's going to be the first part before installing brake pads. Then I have already machined the rotors. Y'all may have saw that in a short. Actually, I'll show that right here. So as y'all saw that beautiful ASMR type video, we resurfaced the rotors, got a clean cut on there on both sides, and so now it's time for us to mount y'all up and show y'all the process. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is mount up the bracket. Okay, I'm gonna put the bracket on, that way I have somewhere to put my pads on. Okay, so put these on. Y'all want to make sure that these are tight. You don't want these backing off. That will cause some issues that you don't want later on down the road. I'm gonna set it with this Milwaukee. Then I'll come back with a mountain wrench and tighten them up the rest of the way. Alright, so I have my mountain wrench. Give it a good yank. That's tight. That's tight. Now this step right here is kind of important, pretty important. Okay, you see this metal tab? That's a squealer. Okay, now I want that on the inside. How do I say this? I want this tab, okay, as y'all can see right there, I want that tab, if it contacts the rotor and it's going forward, I want that tab to push in, okay? Because if it pushes out, then it might break. So knowing the rotation of this rotor going forward, I'm on the driver's side. So if I'm going forward and I'm going this way, right? This way, I want that tab to get pushed into the pad. So I'm gonna put this on this one. That tab down here is downward. Okay, so when that rotor comes around and it squeals, it contacts that tab, it's pushing into the into the rotor, into the brake pad, and not up here where it would bend away and break off possibly. So you want it to drag into the rotor and into the pad. That's going to be front and rear, okay? And then the outside pad normally doesn't have a squealer. Some of them do, some of them don't. And then before doing this part, get y'all a little better view. Before compressing the caliper piston, I go up front. Well, before I even start the brake job, I go up front to the reservoir and suck some fluid out. That way I don't overflow, because you know brake fluid is corrosive. We're not trying to have that. We don't want none of that leaking onto the subframe. Peeling paint, because once you peel paint, then you're gonna start corroding, you're gonna start rusting. I forgot to grease these up. Let me go get my grease right quick. Scooter jaw back again. I got my grease right here. And just simply dab some on there, okay? You ain't gotta go too crazy with it, because you can create a fluid lock inside the bore. Install the caliper like such. Get that boot lined up. And just like the top one, hit it with some grease all the way around. And then like so. Now the beauty about the way I do this is this is already tight, so I don't even have to touch this, but I will verify to make sure it's tight. This one, I pulled it out, swung the caliper up out of the way, and pushed it back. So I ain't even gotta loosen this, tighten it, just the bottom one. Now these don't even go tight, okay? I mean, they go tight, but they don't get cranked on, okay? So that's good right there. And I'm satisfied with that, okay? So we're gonna repeat that on the other side. Okay, like I said before, guys, put this in here. Started. Ooh, I guess I didn't start that top one. Can I, please? Thank you. Cooperate with me. I didn't bring none of my tools with me. Hit it with the impact. Then hit it with the two-step. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Two-step. Hit it with that two-step. Yeah, crank down. Now, same thing on this side. We have our squealer going at the bottom, because this side is going to rotate up like that. Rotate like that. Okay. So the squealer, y'all can see it a little better right here. With the rotor turning, y'all can't really tell that the rotor's turning. With the rotor turning up, the squealer gets pushed up into the pad and keeps squealing. Now if it was on the top, you could see that it would get pushed out and possibly break off or bend up out of the way to where it won't squeal no more. Okay, I don't know if that's the right it just makes sense to me. Okay, nobody taught me that. That's just what made sense to me. And when I pull, I've noticed you know, you always put stuff on the way it came off. Dealing with OEM manufactured stuff, I get a lot of stuff that hasn't been touched since factory. So if it's put on like that during factory installation, I'm gonna put it on like that. When I touch it, want it to go back the same way or better. Now we're gonna compress our piston once again. Now guys, a lot of these tools that I am using, y'all can find them in the links in the description down below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so that would be helping me, helping the channel, helping me come up with content and afford stuff that, afford tools to show y'all. And also afford that because I lose a little bit of money while I'm doing this, because it slows me down. So rather than just working, I'm working and talking and explaining. So if y'all could please. Also, merch store down below. Also, check that out. Click on one of the products and visit at Spreadshop, and it'll show all of my merch. Again, that helps. It helps a lot. So tighten that up. Whoa. Can I get it? Tighten that up. And that's a brake job well done, of course, because Fluffy did it. Now that is wrapping up this vehicle. No, not this vehicle, this video. We got some other stuff, so stay tuned, because after this video there's gonna possibly be another one on some front end work. So y'all stay tuned and check out the store. Again, videos right here, subscribe right there, merch store. Dudes.
I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.